Welcome back, everybody. Wanted to open the only supplemental set available at the moment, Crucible of War, my favorite set, and talk about the new set, which has been confirmed, hinted at with the letters EVR on the official site. I'll link to that. It's the letters at the bottom of the reprinted Arcanite Skullcap. For now, let's open this. I love Crucible of War. I've got some thoughts about what's coming, some guesses, I guess, predictions, and I'll actually go through the lore book a little bit at the end of the video if you want to stick around for that. I'm going to keep my Shiana out for some good luck while we do this, but let's get stuck into it. Sorry about the washing in the background. I train jiu-jitsu. It's been wet and raining in Sydney, so it takes a bit longer to dry. And with these big cotton kimono things, they don't dry very well in the dryer, they shrink. So it's got to be in the background, unfortunately. Alrighty. Crucible of War. 10 card booster packs. The set I think a lot of people got introduced to the game with. I wanted to sort of go through, obviously I love opening these things, but also do some comparison. There's our foil common and the rares in the back. So Crew added support for a lot of things. A lot of generic cards, but also it brought in a couple of new heroes. A couple? I'm trying to think of exactly how many. Let's see if we can. That's our first Majestic of the box. So Shiana, obviously, the reason she's out is important. It's not just clickbaity troll stuff. So Shiana's a very unique hero, the first Gemini. The lore book hints at more than one Gemini. So there was a new Ranger hero, that's one. I believe there was Dardadol, there was Cavedon the Trader. Does anyone actually play with Cavedon? There were a few new heroes. The point being, the new set, I imagine, will do something very similar. So I think we're going to see some new heroes. I believe there'll be support for... Sorry, I'm holding back a sneeze. So there was also Benji. New hero. There'll be a lot of generics, I believe. It seems like it's confirmed that the Arcanite Skullcap will be reprinted, which is exactly what they did with the Tunic in Crucible of War. All in all, some balancing for the game. And by balancing, it could just be adding some spice or flavor to existing heroes, or maybe just adding a new hero that is a little bit more powerful. Like, for instance, they might add a mechanologist again. Or, there we go. Ooh, snag. Foil, it's a sick hit. Majestic foil. I think we might see a lot of Shadow and Light cards, Illusionist cards, possibly even Elemental cards, which would be cool. So my prediction, or I'm going to call it more my wish than just a prediction, is the possibility of something like Adult Shiana, even in the obviously Legendary or even Fabled slot. That would be absolutely sick. I love the idea of a chase card being a hero. I'll point to the lore book at the end of this video. I'll also link you to a PDF download for that if you... Well, it's very hard to get them, and right now they're incredibly expensive, so There's a PDF download link. Second foil majestic. But the lore book has a few things. So first thing everyone's been talking about, which seems pretty on the money, but we'll all be wrong, is this EVERFEST carnival that's hinted at. It's got a photo of Bravo. Bravo, some of his backstory comes back to this. There's basically a traveling circus that's the size of a town with a lot of, you know, acts and entertainment. And it brings a lot of people together. Seems like a cool theme for a supplemental set, and why it would have stuff from elemental all the way to support for... I think we get a cold foil red liner every time we open Crucible of War, but not complaining. Remorseless. So EVR standing for EVERFEST. Seems accurate. If we're going to compare the new set to what Crucible did, I believe we'll see new heroes, support for, well, they said every hero, so that's going to be cool because there's a lot of heroes since Crucible of War came out, including heroes like Shiana might get some support, might be maybe like a better generic weapon for her to use. My hope is definitely an adult Shiana. I would love to see Shiana played at the Callings, Nationals, Classic Constructed. It's actually quite hard to find Shiana content that's competitive. Link me to some if you know of some. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of the Arcanite shard in this set, the Fabled, that's specific Viscera specialization. So, you know, Crucible has its own Fabled. I imagine the new set will as well, and maybe it's this bauble gem looking thing from the Rudy promo. Maybe that's the set it's coming out in. So my guess, generic Fabled, my guess, and I'll delve into, it's hard to remember every single detail, but there's a few pages in the lore book focused on, so specifically the Geminis. So Shiana is the Diamond Gemini. It'd be sick if there's a legendary card that's like another Gemini hero. They're a bit vague in the lore book about who they are and what they do. It's just like they fill a gap, which is exactly what Shiana does. She takes on the appearance, if you like, of other heroes at the table. Works in the group play in Flesh and Blood. It works in Blitz. So I believe that might even be Bravo at the EVERFEST Carnival, just based on some of the photos in the lore book. So that's going to be cool if that's the case. Now, the other thing they might do, well, no, they won't do it in the supplemental set, but one thing that does show up in the lore book is all these other hero types or character types, which some of you may not be aware of if you haven't delved into it. So again, I'll show them at the end. But it would be cool to see if maybe they do add something like that. Maybe in the form of like a... trying to remember what they are, but there's like Shaman and Bard. The Bard is like a cool concept. There's hinting at like music and or live entertainment and music in this carnival. So, you know, having a Bard version of a hero, like a warrior Bard or something, might be on the cards. That's likely, I think, if they're going to stick with the theme. I guess same as the... is it Cavedon, the trader hero? So I expect to see a Bard, that's what I'm saying. Just based on the photos and the lore and all that. Second last pack. I've printed out a few pages of the lore book from the PDF so I could have them while I'm filming, but I'll link to the high def stuff so you can follow along with me. I don't know what to hope for in this last pack. Anything really. I'm not unhappy, but pretty low hit rates for a Crucible box. Often enough you see more than one cold foil in this set. And Crush the Weak. Flood of Force, Majestic to top it off. I think I just spat everywhere. No Crane Dance. Cool. Well, so let's talk about this. Then I'll log off. I've got so page 96 in the lore book, which again I'll put on the screen and link, is the EVERFEST Carnival. It's a giant traveling circus, and it talks about, I'm trying to find it here, Seers, Oracles, Enchantresses, and Conjurers, which is a group, it's like a well-known section of the EVERFEST is the mailer. That was like, that's it's got Bravo in the background. Very cool if that's the case, if that's what it stands for. So these are the, wrong page. You go to page 9, it's got professions, and if you look, there's Guardian, Assassin, Brute, Wizard, Illusionist, Ninja, Ranger, Warrior, right? We've seen all them. The ones like on that page are also Alchemist, that we haven't seen, Bard, and Cleric and Necromancer. So I wonder if some of these, like obviously Illusionist is, you know, Light Illusionist, Dark Illusionist. Maybe there's some other mixtures of this stuff, like a Warrior Illusionist. The only time will tell. Alchemist seems very interesting. Maybe a lot of interaction with potions and auras. Maybe some of this stuff will work better in group play, buffing an ally or something. Who knows? But I expect this in the new set. I expect to see like a new class. And the last thing I wanted to show you from the lore book was page 23. It's like talking about the Gemini being neither hand nor light of soul. You'd have to delve into a lot more detail to understand what that is, but it seems like it's a group. So Shiana's a Diamond Gemini. I'll pull the card up. That's her description. Very, very unique hero in the game. To be very interesting. Again, they only put her in the supplemental set, so it'd be cool to see another legendary Ruby Gemini or something, whatever they decide to do. Maybe an adult version. Again, be very, very cool to see this kind of complex mechanic or complex hero playing out in the game itself, in Classic Constructed and ranked play or competitive play. That's the video. Not terribly unhappy with the pulls. That's 2 foil Majestics and a rare cold foil equipment. Thanks for watching. We should hit 1,000 subs soon, so keep an eye out for that giveaway as well. Talk soon.